Presto, change let's make a bankroll. Today's podcast is George Washington worse than Hitler? So, is George Washington worse than Hitler? Well, according to my sources, because this is another podcast of Dr. Ben said what? Hell yeah. Because like Dr. Ben said, he was at UNESCO and emeritus of many colleges and stuff like that. Better than great debaters, well for debating. We about to cook it up because, like I said, the Ku Klux Klan is being investigated and indicted. While you working on reparations, we finna get busy. Because a slave master is a slave master is a slave master. Thomas Jefferson, Christopher Columbus are just as worse as Hitler. Not only did they kill way more people than him, no cavalry ever even came to even save Africans at all. They were getting raped in front of their children and their wives, then separated from the families. So yeah, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln is worse than Hitler. Even after the Freedmen's Bureau, you got Jim Crow era, Reconstruction, Black Christian codes, etc. You never get to the promised land. Dr. Ben and John Henry Clark, dynamic duo, John Henry Clark versus the machine. Because these cyber attacks are terrible. And I know it's gay Ku Klux Klan members. When you try to play with people's views, like I had a free video of 1,000 views, but I got only 100 subscribers. So how the fuck that happened? The next day I got a couple of them. But I know the real ones hearing me. That means you playing my royalties on my books on Amazon and my website. So when you attack me, I'm coming to attack you. Because you're doing what's known as the Violation of Privacy Act. I was watching the Judge show. And in the Judge show, it said that my baby daddy, he was told me he was at work, but he really wasn't at work. He was over there somewhere else on the GPS, and he was listening to this on YouTube and Googling this. What you think the government doing? Huh? They got you all thinking about UFOs and climate change, stuff they don't know nothing about. They lying. Last time they was talking about UFOs and climate change, niggas getting shot. A black man is not safe in America till they indict the Ku Klux Klan. Period. Presto, change, let's make a bankroll. Because the wisdom of the Egyptians is better than weapons of war. Right? Man, we doing a Zelle $1 million fund. We're going to go build up some gold palaces in Africa and do some silver engineering. And we got better stuff to be doing over here. Because Christopher Columbus, I don't care if it's Spain, Spanish people, Europeans, Asian people. The only Asian that helped us in the wars was Attila the Hun when he sacked Rome, which created the opportunity after the Punic Wars of Carthage with Hannibal to be able to put them in the Dark Ages. And we ruled for 1,000 years again. Just like we ruled for 18 dynasties until the lepers came along after the invasions. And the priesthood of Amun had to do some eugenics, which is where it started. But our propaganda is better than ever propaganda. Remember that, because rapping is magic. Right? You got to look at how they treat black people. You can watch the National Geographic channel. Anybody remember? I'm 35. Anybody remember when you used to watch the National Geographic channel and you could see naked black people on that joint? Africans in the wild. But naked and afraid, they blurring it out. Or even back then, Pretty Woman, they blurred it out. Because they feel like niggas want nothing. And still do to this day. You better wake up. You not safe, black man, until they indict the Ku Klux Klan. And we all together, full force. Think about it. Remember, a lot of you people go to church, but you say you're vegan. Remember, Cain and Abel, the same as Osiris and Seth story. Go get my book, man. You hear me? Zelle me. Yeah. 213-278-4469 Zelle that line. Cain was a vegetarian. Abel was carnivore. I want you to think about that when you running your rituals and your sacrifices, you little vegan, yoga, Aryan nation people. Because the Indian people with the dot on their head still don't understand what the third eye means. They lost. Go look at what Napoleon and them discovered when they started Egyptology during the French Revolution. And it was taken over by the British. Yeah. Because for stolen goods, you can go to jail for it today. So you don't think that they should get arrested for having stolen goods? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to let that marinate, let that sizzle in your spirit. And the next podcast is coming soon. Did the Egyptians invent the porn industry? Another Doctor Who said what? Love, peace, and hair grease. Young children are great. Peace.